Welcome to my weekly update for October, the week of October 3rd. This is Mr. Harrison, 7th grade language arts teacher at Lakeshore Middle School. So let me take you to my website, show you what you can expect on there. We'll do a quick run through of the website, and then we'll come back here and talk a little bit more. So here we go. The very first thing that you'll find on my website is a quiz for the current word list. So parents, if you want to know if your student has studied yet, you just simply come to my homepage, sit them down in front of the computer. What I would do is have them start with the prompt. So if you click here, it'll turn it so that the stem is the word, and they have to put in the meaning, which is how it will appear on their quizzes and their tests. Without leaving the page, they can simply type in an answer and hit enter, and then hit enter again. It gives them the next one. If they type in something correct, here's another correct one. If they type in something correct, like this one's supposed to be hang, if I put in hung, it'll say incorrect. It'll give me the correct one, and it puts it back in the keep score over here, puts it back in the deck. So tele means far, penta means 5, neuro means nerve. Okay, and it runs a running score over here. So what you could do for your students is sit them down in the front of the computer on my home site and have them run through this. 25 out of 25 gives them a perfect score, and you'll know that they have been studying. Also, too, I'll go over here, word within the word. If you click on the sidebar over here, it's going to take you to a video introduction of why we do this program and what it means in the future for these students, a demo of the website itself, and then an enormous list of links that I have provided for students to be able to study in several different ways for any possible list that they could have all year long. Absolutely no excuse for students not to be prepared each and every week for quizzes and tests and word within the word. Going back to my home page now. So if a student reads 4 books of their choice for the quarter, they get the rank of captain. 5 books gives them a colonel. 6 books gives them major general, and 7 books gives them 5-star general. Where they actually get recognized for the length of the book is down here. If a captain, somebody that has read 4 books per quarter, if each of those books is at least 150 pages, they will have read 600 pages for the entire quarter, which will earn them 1 star. If each book is at least 200 pages, when averaged out, they will earn 2 stars, and on up, the 5-star captain will have read 4 books, each book over 350 pages. That would be something like the Harry Potters or the Twilight series or the Aragon series, something of that nature. As you can see here, the highest possible rank an 8th grader can earn in 1 quarter is a 5-star general rating, which would be at least 2,450 pages, an unbelievable amount of pages for a 9-week period for a 7th grader. So that's something to strive for. 3 or more books in any of the following categories, and you can see here I'm willing to offer more categories down here as students request them. For every 3 mystery novels they read or horror books they read, assuming that all of those are fictional books, they would earn their specialist badges in the mystery or horror and also in the fiction. So these ranks will be displayed on Edmodo. So how do students log their books? How do we know what they read? Well, as the students already know, and I'll share this with parents right now, they go to our Media Center website. When you click on here, this survey pops up. And students, you are going to need to have your book in your hand when you fill out this survey, unless you happen to know the page numbers exactly and the author's name exactly. But you put in the student's last name, student's first name, the grade, your language arts teacher, and then down here you put the title of the book, the author's last name, the number of pages. Do not guess. Ms. Milliken knows a lot of the popular books' page numbers, and she has them formulated into the spreadsheet. If you put in the wrong number of page numbers, it will kick out your answer and will not count your book. Then finally here you select which month you have read your book. If you just finished it, you would select September of 2011, and then you would hit submit. If you do not submit your books to the website here, we do not know that you have read them, and you will not be given credit. Obviously, based off of my website here, we expect every student to read 4 books a quarter. We're not requiring the size of the book at this point in time. We just want 4 books read a quarter. We do, however, expect it to be at your independent reading level. Okay. Now, moving right along, what did I mention about Edmodo? All of my students have made Edmodo accounts. This is my home site. As you can see, it looks a lot like Facebook. The big difference here is that this is entirely password protected. And parents, if you are interested, I can give you your own password so that you can see the content that your student has both received and submitted. It will not give you the content of any other student. So that is where our privacy is. As you can see, this classroom, I've locked it. No other people can join it. Students cannot request other students to join. I have to do that. So this is where a lot of our things will be submitted. I can send out alerts. Students can link their cell phones to this website, and it will send them an alert to their cell phone. As you can see, the last test, I put word within the word, test 2 tomorrow. You can see here Victor said, thanks for posting that. Parents, if you want your code, you're going to need to email me. I will email your code to you. Every parent code is different for every student. That way parents only have access to their own child's information. Finally here, we also open the Gaggle accounts. Students have their own email accounts. These are filtered for content, and teachers have access to everything that comes and goes out of here with filter alerts. So it's entirely safe and a great way for students to save and send homework to me or receive things from me. So students, at this point in time, as far as I know, I'm the only teacher at Lakeshore that's using this consistently. So make sure that for other classes that you are not expecting teachers to get your information through Gaggle. We've already had a couple incidents that way. So this is just for my class right now. Okay, so let's head back to the weekly update. Okay, so welcome back. Before we move on, I'd like to pause just for a second here to show you an app. There's a lot of flashcard services online at the App Store for free that are linked with our Word Within the Word program. This happens to be one of them. So all I have to do is log on. It's a free app, and if I go to my library here, you can see that I've already downloaded lists 1 through 5, plus accumulation lists of 1 through 30, which is over 750 stems. Absolutely every possible stem and word that we could have for the entire year. So these are already online. Now, I didn't create these lists, so there could be some spelling errors here and there, but overall, this is a great way to study. So I'm going to check list 2 here. This is the last word list that we had. It brings up this page first. Okay, so here it gives me the stem. So if I want to know the definition, I just turn it over. Okay, government. If I'm done with that card, I throw it to the back and it gives me the next one. I know that means always. Done. Side means kill. Done. Okay, if I come across one that I don't know, I can star it. And it's hard to see the icon on my computer here, but down in this corner there's a little star. So if I star it, it turns it dark. It'll put it at the back of the pile and it can come back later. So that's a great way to study. You can fly through your word lists very, very quickly. Right? I can just keep going all the way through these. If I need to know, check and answer, I turn it over, and I can fly through my whole word list. Just a tool to share with you. Hope you use it. Let me know how it works. Okay, so here's what to look to in the future. We are beginning the Outsiders in class, and it is my plan to use all the features of Edmodo to help us get through this process. We will be beginning reading logs for my class, starting with the Outsiders. We're all going to read the same book together. We'll learn the procedures, perfect them, and then we'll move on to using the reading logs for our individual reading books. As always, parents, students, if you have any questions, please feel free to email me at aharrison@iss.k12.nc.us, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. All right? Neighbor kid's riding his motorcycle past my house. All right. Have a great rest of your Sunday, and I'll see you tomorrow.